Feds just raided Muslims' house in Virginia, walked in on final step of America's worst nightmare. The Muslim Brotherhood's strategic 30-year plan for taking over America from within was a closely guarded secret until the FBI raided a house in Annandale, Virginia, where agents found a disturbing bundle of documents containing a blueprint for the Muslim takeover of our country. Now that the cat is out of the bag, we must do everything in our power to expose what's going on, as startlingly, these American-hating vermin are in the final phase of their 5-step plan to destroy our country. 27 years ago, Muslim Brotherhood leader Yusuf al-Qaradawi traveled to America to organize Muslims across America, educating them with his diabolical plan for the complete Muslim takeover of America that would take 30 years to complete. It included a key tactic known as Muruna, where Muslims are able to violate Sharia law in order to convince Americans that they are just like us. Just like an Ebola virus, Muruna is extremely effective, as Muslims are now able to seamlessly integrate into every facet of our society, as they make their way into our public school systems, our federal and law enforcement agencies, and key positions within our government. But due to the raid, their game is up. Now that their highly guarded secrets are out, we as Americans must stand up and expose what's going on, while doing everything in our power to stop their rapidly approaching plans from coming to fruition. While the Muslim Brotherhood in America would love for everyone to believe they're just a peace-loving group of Islamists, nothing could be further from the truth. Their recently discovered plans for America is highly chilling, where documents reveal what's called a civilization jihadist process, where American Muslims are actively destroying Western civilization from within, as they seek to make Islam recognized in our courts and schools, bullying their way with political correctness, which has proven to be a highly effective tool. Here's their 5-phase plan, and disturbingly, they are now in the final phase of their mission. Phase 1, phase of discreet and secret establishment of leadership. Phase 2, phase of gradual appearance on the public scene and exercising and utilizing various public activities. It greatly succeeded in implementing this stage. It also succeeded in achieving a great deal of its important goals, such as infiltrating various sectors of the government, gaining religious institutions and embracing senior scholars, gaining public support and sympathy, establishing a shadow government, secret, within the government. Phase 3, escalation phase, prior to conflict and confrontation with the rulers, through utilizing mass media. Currently in progress. Phase 4, open public confrontation with the government through exercising the political pressure approach. It is aggressively implementing the above-mentioned approach. Training on the use of weapons domestically and overseas in anticipation of 0 hour. It has noticeable activities in this regard. Phase 5, seizing power to establish their Islamic nation under which all parties and Islamic groups are united. While that is their general overall plan, the document that was seized in the raid reveals a chilling insight into their operations, mindset, planning, and vision of the Islamic movement rapidly taking over North America. Via shariatahreet.org. Expanding the Muslim presence by birth rate, immigration, and refusal to assimilate. Occupying and expanding domination of physical spaces. Ensuring the Muslim community knows and follows MB doctrine. Controlling the language we use in describing the enemy. Ensuring we do not study their doctrine, Sharia. Co-opting key leadership. Forcing compliance with Sharia at local levels. Fighting all counter-terrorism efforts. Subverting religious organizations. Employing lawfare, the offensive use of lawsuits and threats of lawsuits. Claiming victimization / demanding accommodations. Condemning slander against Islam. Subverting the U.S. education system, in particular, infiltrating and dominating U.S. Middle East studies programs. Demanding the right to practice Sharia in segregated Muslim enclaves. Demanding recognition of Sharia in non-Muslim spheres. Confronting and denouncing Western society, laws, and traditions, and demanding that Sharia replace Western law. Note that many of the foregoing techniques entail, in one way or another, influencing and neutralizing the American government at all levels. What's alarming is that not only are these terrorists close to reaching their goals for the complete takeover of our country, but liberal politicians across America are drastically speeding up the process. President Trump, as we know, has been trying to implement a ban to keep terrorists from infiltrating our country under the guise of being refugees, but we still have these mindless morons advocating to bring these vermin in, as they're now joining forces with Muslims in America in anticipation of 0 hour, where their sleeper cells will be activated and the complete annihilation of our country will ensue.